The Wingnut Social Podcast. Are you a designer or a decorator? Let's chat, shall we?
Have you hit a wall when it comes to growing your interior design business? Then welcome to Wingnut Social, the podcast specifically designed to accelerate your business through increased social media presence, impactful online content, and translating digital influence into physical success. This is your social media tightly fastened. Now welcome the host of Wingnut Social, Darla Powell.
Hey there, Wingnuts, and welcome to the Monday Marketing Minisode.
Marketing Monday Minisode.
I am your head Wingnut, Darla Powell, and I am joined by Natalie and Graf, my ginger partner in crime.
Nag. Hello, people.
Natalie and Graf. Nag. Exactly. Very apropos. Today, guys, on the Marketing Minisode, we're going to go a little bit off script. There's just kind of something I want to talk to you guys about. I want to get your feedback. I want to get your feelings on this topic because it's a huge bone of contention in the industry. And by huge...
Yeah, I'd say huge.
Is it huge? I don't know if it's huge, but I know a lot of designers out there have a really stick in their craw about this subject, about decorators versus designers, non-degreed people going out and calling themselves designers. And I kind of want to get down to the bottom of this nitty gritty and give you my 4 cents worth, maybe 6 cents.
Darla, do you have 4 cents or 6 cents or do you have any cents?
I might have 8 cents on this topic. So this is what spurred this convo. I just happened to be scrolling through Facebook. And I caught Claire Jefford's video from Wednesday. That's how timely I am. That's last Wednesday, which is July. Hell if I know.
It's not even July.
It's June. Hell if I know. And I guess evidently someone posted in her interior design business strategies group on Facebook, which if you're not following that or a member, hop on over really quick. It's incredibly informative. And that link will be in the show notes. I guess there was a thread that I missed, about designers, degreed designers who actually went to school the 4 years to be able to call themselves interior designers, bitching about people who didn't go to school and are out there calling themselves interior designers. And I'm here to tell you, I get it. I absolutely get it. I understand that. But here's my take on that. Do I call myself an interior designer? Yeah, sometimes. Because I don't just decorate. I just don't fluff pillows. I just don't throw paint on a wall. I can call myself a designator, I imagine, but here's what I do.
A decorette.
A decorette, as I've been called, and it's okay. It's all right. But here's what I do.
You do?
I do. Okay. I love saying that. Is I hire people who are interior designers, and when I go to a client's house and I say, let's knock down that wall, let's totally gut your bathroom, let's restructure your kitchen, which is more than what a decorator does, right? I have people on staff who are capable of saying, yeah, Darla, that'll work. That's great. And what we offer to the client is degreed interior designers under my vision to see a space, quote unquote, design the space and make sure it gets done right because of my business systems, the way I have the business set up. So that's not decorating. So you guys have to tell me what the right word is for that. But I'm kind of digressing a little bit. When we were at Luann Live. No, we were why are you shaking your head?
I don't know if you should.
Yes, I'm going to say this. We were actually, when we were at Luann Live, I was approached by an interior designer there whose name escapes me, but I wouldn't repeat it anyway, who was like, why do you call yourself an interior designer? Do you call yourself an interior designer? And I said, well, I know technically in the big scheme of things, I don't have a degree, but I'm not a decorator. I run an interior design firm. I have designers who work for me who are licensed, who have their master's degree in design and architecture, who have their bachelor's degree in interior design. We have licensed architects and engineers and contractors who work under my purview. So, what do you call that? And her argument to me was, well, weren't you a cop? What's to stop me from going out and just being a cop? And I get that. But we're not talking life or death here, right? Listen, can you compare the two? I don't know. Life or death situations. My point is, I think that while you're out there worrying about who's calling themselves what and who's not calling themselves this, you're distracting your focus from putting your head down and being the best interior decorator, designer, or stager that you can be. Instead of worrying about what Sally Decorator is doing or Deborah Designer is doing, worry about what you are doing in your business to make yourself the absolute best interior designer that you can for yourself and your clients. If you have a 4-year degree, if you have NCIDQ, if you're licensed, if you're a member of ASID, shout that to the heavens. Make sure you tell your clients that this is what you bring to the table. I don't tell my clients that I'm licensed. All my clients know I'm self-taught. I'm very transparent about it. And anyone out there who isn't transparent about it is being deceptive, and they should be transparent about it. They should let them know. Have we ever had a client ask us?
No.
No, we never have. But I am very cognizant and very aware, and the value that I want to bring to my clients is that of a licensed interior designer, which is why I've set up my business model the way I have.
But I think you also, Darla, are when someone asks you if you had to do it all over again, and for the younger crowd that may listen to this podcast, her advice is always, listen, if you have the time, if you are young enough, go to school.
Yeah, always.
Go to school. Get the education. Get what I missed.
Yeah, because the designers that I do hire that do have that technical knowledge and that schooling that I don't have, I mean, I have from learning on the job. There's a life learning lesson from my, truthfully, over 30 years of doing design and decorating work on an amateur level and now professional level. You should go to school, learn that.
Listen, I even made Johanna laugh. The other day, I said something and I actually got what she was talking about. And I said, oh, yeah, that's why you don't want to do this because blah, I forget what it was, but blah, blah, blah. And she started laughing. I go, what? I learned something, right? So go to school, get that education. That would be, don't worry, guys. I'm not going to be a designer. I'm not giving up my firefighter job.
No, she's not.
Sorry.
And she's not claiming to be or purporting to be.
I don't want to be a designer, but just I can watch and I see what Darla does and I see what Johanna does and I see how the two, they marry together great.
Right. And you guys, again, going back to my point about, being so wrapped up and worried what other people are doing in their business, taking focus away from what you're doing in your business and being the best you can be. I got to tell you, the designers that aren't worried about whether or not you think they're decorators or designers, the list is long, but I'll just name a couple here. Nate Burkus, Jonathan Adler, Brian Patrick Flynn, Amber Lewis, Shay McGee, and even Joanna Gaines, which some of you are out there rolling your eyes. But do you think that these people give two about whether or not you think they're a designer or decorator? No, they're out there doing it. They're doing the best they can. They're surrounded by their teams. I guarantee you they are not out there knocking down walls by themselves. And they're very successful. They're very visible. If you guys are not on board with the semantics of what's going on here, designer versus decorator, you probably aren't listening to this anyway. You probably shut this off long ago, when you figured out my background and my education, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. My 4 cents is if you're young, even if you're old, I'm not discouraging anyone. I'm 51. I am not about to go back to school.
It's time to trade you in.
Yeah, it is almost. I went through 2 police academies. I hated high school. I'm more of a independent learner, self-taught, and that's me. That might not be you. If you're out there and you're 24 and you're thinking, I don't have to go to school because Darla said Nate Burkus didn't. No, that's not what I'm saying. Go to school. If you are there, don't drop out. But what I'm saying is don't be so wrapped up and absorbed with the negativity of what other people are doing out there in the interior design field, because it's dragging you down. If you want to put your banner out for, nobody can call themselves an interior designer unless they have such and such a degree and stuff, and that's your cross you want to bear, and that's your passion in life, knock yourself out. But all that energy is wasted on something that probably won't happen for semantics, for just a word in the English language. Okay? So anyway, that's my 6 cents. That's all I have to say on that. So
that was a lot, Darla.
Yeah, I don't want to disparage anyone who, think I just maybe open your eyes a little bit to that, and just not to get wrapped up and don't get worried about semantics. If you have a degree, play it up. That's awesome. Terrific. That's great.
If you have that degree, when you post on Facebook, you post on Instagram, use those nice little hashtags, ASID,
NCIDQ. Yep, exactly.
Play it up that way for your marketing. That's a marketing strategy that you can use, and you can get when someone
that
wants
I can't.
to. Yeah.
Well, I actually can, because I have designers on staff.
That are. But I'm simply saying, if, I'm trying to give a little marketing tip, Darla.
Oh, true. Yeah, exactly. But I'm telling you, no one cares.
I know.
No one cares. In the real world, when clients are giving you money, no one cares. They care about reviews. They care if you're insurance. They if you have insurance.
It looks right.
They care if you do gorgeous work. They care if you have good customer service. And that's the sad truth. I'm sorry to say that out there, to say that, but that's absolutely true. So I hope I haven't, ruffled too many feathers here. Please write in to info@wingnutsocial.com and let me know how pissed off you are at me right now. So that's it. That's it for today, guys. Make sure you tune in to next week's Monday Marketing Minisode, where we are going to get back to marketing. We're going to be talking about Facebook pixels and how to retarget people who come to your website so you stay top of mind when they're shopping for an interior designer.
That happened to me.
Yep. Or decorator or decorette or designerator. I'm going to coin that.
I was looking for new fishing gear and I got retargeted, and now I see it every time I open.
Yep. And there's a way you guys can do that very easily with Facebook. So make sure you tune in next Monday to the Monday Marketing Minisode. And make sure you tune in Wednesday when we have guest Lori Leisure of the interior design community. And she'll be telling us all about her community, how she built her followers to over 100,000, I think, total at this point, and what joining the interior design community or any community can do to help you and your business. That's it for today now, I think, right?
Yeah, so long.
All right. See ya.
You've reached the end of this episode of Wingnut Social, but that's only your first step. Be sure to head to wingnutsocial.com to reach out to us directly and schedule your free consultation with one of our Wingnut social media specialists to take your business from social mediocre to social media master. We'll see you on the next episode of Wingnut Social, your social media tightly fastened.